You wear your fitness tracker every day, trusting it to give you the real scoop on your health. But what if I told you it's not as accurate as you think? Today, we're diving into the myths about fitness trackers that you still believe, and why they might be misleading you about your health and fitness journey. Let's kick things off with the biggest myth. 10,000 steps a day means you're healthy. Sounds legit, right? But here's the kicker: that number originated from a marketing campaign in the 1960s. A Japanese company sold pedometers called Manpo-K, which means 10,000 steps meter. Somehow, that catchy slogan morphed into global health advice. Real research shows that 7,000 to 8,000 steps a day already gives you major health benefits. So if your tracker pressures you to hit 10K steps, remember, it's following marketing, not science. Let's talk about heart rate tracking and the half-truths behind it. You might think your smartwatch shows your exact heart rate, right? Well, not quite. Those little green lights on the back? They use optical sensors to estimate blood flow by measuring light reflection through your skin. But here's the kicker. Sweat, tattoos, skin tone, and how tightly you wear it can mess with the reading. Studies show fitness trackers can be off by 20 to 30% during intense workouts. So if your tracker says you're burning 600 calories, it could actually be anywhere from 450 to 800. That's a huge difference. These devices are great for spotting trends, but not for precision. So stop comparing your exact numbers with others. Think of it as a compass, not a calculator. Ever wake up and check your sleep score only to see it says you got 60% deep sleep? You might think, oh no, I'm doomed. But hold on a second. Your fitness tracker doesn't actually know when you're dreaming. It's just using movement and heart rate to guess your sleep stages. Real sleep analysis? That requires EEG, measuring your brainwaves. So when your watch claims you had 3 hours of REM, it's just an algorithm doing its best. Research shows these trackers can be off by up to 45 minutes each night. The real danger? Trusting that data more than your own body. You wake up feeling fine, but your watch says you slept badly. Suddenly, your brain believes it, and you start to feel tired. That's the nocebo effect, and it can hit you daily. So, next time you check your sleep score, remember, trust your body first. Here's a myth that trips up so many of us. My fitness tracker knows exactly how many calories I burned. Nope, not even close. Your tracker uses algorithms, not real metabolic data. It estimates your burn based on age, height, weight, and heart rate. And guess what? Studies show most devices overestimate calorie burn by up to 50%. So if your watch says you burned 700 calories, you might have only burned 400. This leads to overeating and that frustrating question: why am I not losing weight even though I train? Trackers can be great motivators, but they shouldn't dictate your diet. Here's the weirdest part about fitness trackers. They can both help and hurt your motivation. At first, it feels incredible. Closing those rings gives you a rush, a little dopamine hit that says you did it. You start chasing that feeling every day. It becomes a game, a goal, a habit. But then something shifts. You stop listening to your body and start listening to your watch. Rest days start to feel like failures, and missing a workout feels like breaking a streak. When you finally miss your goal, that tiny red notification hits harder than it should. You feel like you've let yourself down, even when you're just being human. Psychologists call this the gamification trap. The reward system that once fueled you starts to control you. You don't work out because you want to anymore. You do it because you have to. The healthiest mindset? Use your tracker for awareness, not approval. Let it guide your habits, but don't let it dictate your worth. Because progress isn't measured in numbers. It's measured in consistency, balance, and peace with your own body. So are fitness trackers useless? Not at all. They're powerful tools when used correctly. Think of them as a mirror, not a master. Use heart rate zones to gauge your intensity, not diagnose your health. Focus on your weekly sleep patterns, not just one bad night. Track long-term trends instead of daily perfection. Your body gives you more accurate data than any smartwatch ever could. Listen to your breathing, mood, recovery, and energy. That's the real feedback loop. Technology should support your self-awareness, not replace your intuition. Wear your tracker, but always listen to your body first. In the end, your health isn't on your wrist. It's in your choices, your rest, and your relationship with yourself. So here's your challenge. For 1 week, wear your fitness tracker, but don't check it until the end of the day. Instead, pay attention to how your body feels throughout the day. At the end of the week, compare your feelings to what the watch recorded. You might be surprised by how much you already know about yourself. Without a single sensor, you can tap into your own awareness. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button. Not for the algorithm, but to remind yourself you're smarter than your smartwatch. Subscribe for more science-based health videos that actually make sense. In a world full of numbers, sometimes the most powerful data is you.